Recording in progress.
Hello, students. Welcome to Government 2305. My name is Professor Tyler Young, and I thought I'd just make a brief video just to orient us to the course. A little about me. I actually live in McKinney, which is a northern suburb of Dallas. But I have been teaching in Odessa for over 10 years now. And so anyway, welcome to online education. The Thought I'd go ahead and just orient us with the class a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share. I'm going to just switch over to another screen so you can see the syllabus. Um, as you look at the syllabus, you can see my name and email. There's my phone number, things like that. Obviously, I'm not in Odessa, so reach out to me in those ways. There's some other department chair, that type of information. There's no textbook to buy in this course. We have an online textbook that's for you to access. Um, I've got some grading, uh, pretty basic stuff, assignments, discussions, a project, and a final exam. The Pretty much every week you have two items due, one assignment and one discussion. As we get towards the end of the term, you'll have just the final exam due that last week. So all the rest of this is pretty standard fare as far as uh, syllabi go. Um, when you get into the class, you'll be able to access the syllabus. I'm going to just go to student preview so it looks like what you see. Um, So when you come to the class, you just simply start with the start here. And the first thing you can do right away is go ahead and when you get in there, you can take the orientation quiz and the introduction discussion. I'd go ahead and just knock those things out today, and we start our week off really great with some, um, get ahead of the schedule a little bit. As you move into week two, you start to see more of how the class will take shape. You can look at the checklist for each week. The readings will just have take you directly to that textbook and wherever, what's relevant for that week. And then once again, there you can see the assignment and the discussion, as well as some presentations on those materials. So that's pretty standard. When we get into week three, we'll have a synchronous night on uh, April 1st, so April Fool's Day. I'll schedule that. If you can't make it, we'll record it and you can watch it. Um, so the you still get that in that night, and then we have a discussion due that week as well. So once again, that's pretty much the standard of how the course rolls week after week. Um, we get into week five. We'll have a check-in, another synchronous day. We will just look at how we find our representatives, and you can do your assignment, which will be real easy after you watch that video or tune in live. So on the 15th, we'll have that. So we have April Fool's Day and Tax Day. That should be easy to remember. The We get into week seven, just a little different this week because you'll have your that week you just have a discussion due as well as the final project will be due that week. And that's the thing that we've been working on. And then the final exam is an online exam within the class. So when we get into the discussions, each one requires a 250 word initial response. Those need to be good grammar and APA protocol on those. And you need to respond to at least one of your classmates at no less than 100 words. A good response typically adds or gives them other things to think about, but still very respectful in tone. The goal is not to change hearts and minds, but rather to show that we can discuss political issues in a civilized way, all of this with the shared goal of not convincing people, but rather expanding our mind to understand varied approaches. I always think of the quote, none of us is as smart as all of us. And so, the more input we can get from others, the at least a more robust opinion we can have. Even if it is the same opinion we started with, it'll only be strengthened by knowing multiple sides and other views. Um, with that, I think the class is uh, I think the class is designed for you to easily follow and keep up with what's going on. I I have announcements going out to remind you of all the deadlines, but I do not reopen past due assignments. So please work ahead of the schedule. Give yourself a little bit of flexibility. Life does happen. I totally get that, but I feel like I'm slow rolling the beginning of this class to allow you to maybe even get a week ahead of the deadlines, so that you can, never fall behind should life interject and, keep you from the day something is due of getting that item done. So, with all that said, anyway, welcome to the class, and I look forward to us having a productive 8 weeks.